Hello, everyone. This is episode 65 of the Mustache Ride podcast. I'm Sherman Cool. This guy over here is the Dirty Tooth. And you know what? We're really glad you're here. We're really glad you made it to this episode because Tooth has something to show you guys. Tooth, go ahead, show him.
Yep. All right. So,
Close. I'm talking
what?
about your haircut, bro.
My haircut.
Uh huh.
You want to see the haircut?
Yeah, show the fans. No, you gotta take off the headset. You gotta show the people. Oh yeah. I love it, dude. I love it. That looks good.
Pretty fresh, right?
Yes.
And
I don't know. Is it a fresh haircut or is it just the new style I'm admiring?
It's just a new style that I've been rocking.
I love it.
We call it my salon artist. What is that person?
Hair person?
Hair person.
Yeah.
We call it the modern mullet.
The modern mullet.
Yeah.
I think a full-on mullet would be great, but the modern mullet works really well too.
Yeah, it's just like this one's in 2024. So it's like right now.
It's like cyberpunk mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it, dude. Well,
thanks
everybody for making it by. Just to let you know, we record this show live twice a month, right here on YouTube or right here on Twitch, wherever you're watching it live. And if you're watching it later, it's obviously on YouTube because this episode goes up like 4 days later on YouTube whenever I can get around to editing it. And so thank you for watching. And we'd love it if you joined us live on the live episodes every other Saturday night, usually. But we are a little behind because I had some family stuff going on, and family comes first, real life comes first. And so we postponed the episode. So we're doing tonight's episode on an off day. It's a Thursday night, dude. How weird is that?
It is really weird. So I was like, yeah, and like that's not a problem. We'll just go next Saturday. And then I totally forgot that I was gonna be out of town on Saturday. So that doesn't work.
We make it work. We care about this.
Yeah,
we care about this thing that we do.
I'm going to a baseball game.
Oh, who are you seeing?
The Pittsburgh Pirates
versus
the other team.
Doesn't matter because it's all about the Pirates, huh?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about baseball really.
Me neither. I don't give a shit.
I know that you can hit a home run, and I know that it takes 3 outs.
Denny's has a grand slamwich.
They do have that. Yep. Yeah. Other than that, I never played baseball. Never watched baseball. I don't even like Cracker Jacks that much.
You gonna get a hot dog?
Nope. Don't like hot dogs. I'm gonna get popcorn.
Popcorn at a baseball game.
Yeah.
You don't like Cracker Jacks?
Not that. I mean, they're fine, but it's not like. I don't see a box of Cracker Jacks and I'm like, oh, holy shit, I gotta get those Cracker Jacks right now.
Are they nostalgic for you, though?
No.
Really?
You know what it is? Cheese doodles. You ever had a cheese doodle?
The hell is that?
A cheese puff? Like not the Cheeto, but like the big Cheeto. You know what I'm talking about?
Those are cheese doodles?
Yeah, cheese doodles. It's a brand.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Mustache Ride. This is a show that we do, like I said, live every other Saturday night, usually. And it's a show all about us and our love of video games and just whatever the hell we want to talk about, but mostly video games, including the world-famous segment Player Pass that I'm excited to get into tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
I think so. I think we're going to have a fun discussion about targeted 10 days. But before we do that, Tooth, I got to know, it's been, what, 2.5 weeks-ish?
Yeah.
What have you been up to? Besides getting a fly-ass haircut.
Yeah. So first off, what I did was I uploaded the Exquisite Doodle episode 2 to our YouTube channel. That was something I did actually today. So you could see it today if you go to our YouTube channel and check that out.
Nice.
But other than that, I played a little game. It was a little sus, not gonna lie.
Okay.
But it was called Lockdown Protocol.
Oh yeah, we played that
And
together.
we did play it together.
That
Yeah.
was a good time.
Yeah. So that game's like kind of like Among Us in the sense that there's a bad guy or multiple bad guys and some good guys and some tasks, and you got to do all the tasks. But I'm going to say that the tasks are way harder than Among Us.
Yeah, Lockdown Protocol is a little complicated
Yeah.
as an innocent person.
But as a bad guy, it's fun. No cooldown on the killing, at least when we played, and you're just
Right.
walking around like like beating people to death with a battery. Like I never even found a weapon.
There was, because we were in a public lobby, so there was some chick that joined in toward the end of our session,
She was pro.
joined into our lobby, and she was really good.
Literally pro.
She as an innocent person, she was like getting shit done, and
Yeah.
I was impressed, and it kind of changed my perspective on Lockdown Protocol and like how deep it is. Because if you have enough knowledge, you can really like uh, own the game. You know?
Yeah. I was getting totally effed until she got there. And then like she didn't like me at first, but then we formed a bond. And we were crushing it as innocent people. And then the last round that I played for the night, I got the dissonant. Is that what it was called?
The dissident, yes.
Dissident, yeah. And so I was doing pretty good. I was helping everybody do the tasks. And then I blew my first person up. And then I literally didn't kill anybody any different way. Then as soon as they would come in, I would start the task that like blows up this cylinder, and I would kill somebody, and then they would come in, and I'd be like, oh, I don't know, they just they walked in and it blew up.
They walked in front of it, yeah.
And it had been happening all night, and so nobody thought anything of it. And then that was the breaking point for her, is that she couldn't complete that last task in time, and I won.
Yeah.
I won.
Well, I was dead, and I was watching you, like you started the task and then you canceled it, and then you started it, and then somebody died, and I was innocent, and I was rooting for you just because I didn't want her to win again, because she was crushing it. But then you died, and she couldn't figure out the task in time, and it worked out great for you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Lockdown Protocol is cool. The proximity chat and stuff.
Yeah. It's a good game. I was actually surprised because the other Among Us games are like fun, but I feel like it's like you have to have like a good group of friends that you're playing with, because the public lobbies are just never any good, or like nobody's in them, or like you're joining in a public lobby with a big group of friends. But this one, everybody that came in seemed like pretty chill and a good time. It was super hilarious. There was no problems in the prox chat or anything. Like,
yeah,
it was good.
That's why the next one we need to check out is Dale and Dawson Stationery Supplies. Okay. That one just came out recently, and it's like Among Us in an office space with like a manager, a worker, and a slacker. And the manager has to fire all the slackers, I guess, to win. I don't remember. I've just seen some gameplay, but I saw it when it was like being announced, and I wish listed it, and I've been waiting, and now it's out, and so we need to get it and play it.
That would be fun as hell. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, those games are fun. Takes me back. I like them. Speaking of getting back into games, I am getting back into Minecraft, partly for a video that I'm working on for YouTube, but also for stream. I'm going to be doing a hardcore co-op play.
Ooh.
With someone that's never solo played Minecraft, and I've also never really solo played Minecraft. And so we're going to get into it together and try to build this hardcore world and beat the game vanilla. And so that should be pretty interesting. I'm going to do my first episode of that tomorrow on stream, so that should be pretty fun.
Is this some like Kaizenat ISO speed kind of deal?
Yeah, it's sort of like I was working on the video already, and then I was like, oh, that was like super cool to watch them do that, until it deduced into absolute chaos. But I was like, that would be really fun. And somebody that I know, a friend of mine, Kate, she's been wanting to play Minecraft like vanilla, and I was like, what a good opportunity. I was like, if we die, the world ends. Perfect.
Straight up.
Yeah, so that should be pretty fun. I'm gonna try that tomorrow on stream and see how it goes.
Nice.
Other than that, I haven't been gaming too much. I've been kind of hella busy. I put on an offer in on a house, and I've been trying to buy said house. And so I have to like send a bunch of papers into the bank, and they send me a bunch of papers, and then they have a bunch of questions, and then I gotta it's like a whole process of an adult thing that I absolutely don't want to do after I got into the process of it.
It's like doing one of the tasks in Lockdown Protocol. It's like
It is
so complicated.
Yeah, I'm like, what do I even do with this paper that you just sent me? And it's like a whole thing. But we looked at like 4 different houses, and finally we found one that's like, I don't know, it's like good enough to like move in, but also like not good enough so that like we could do some work on it, make it cool. It has a big ass basement in it, gigantic basement, which is awesome. That's what I'm wanting.
How high up? Because where I'm from, there's no basements, and I'm curious. Like I'm 6'2". Would I be able to stand up straight in your basement?
Yeah, this is a full floor basement. So not every house is like this, but what happened in this case is the person that I went and talked to with the house, their parents built this house. So it's like one owner its whole entire life. And they built the basement to live in first. And so they were living in that basement. And so it's a full, like, it's a straight up like house with bedrooms, a kitchen, like everything in the basement. Yeah. And then they built the second half on top of it. So it's the same floor to ceiling height in both of them.
Wow, that's cool.
And there's a lot of basements around here like that. It's a pretty standard thing because it gets so cold around here. So everything's sort of packed into the basement for like utilities and stuff like that, because it gets pretty chilly here, like in the negatives. So, which it's coming up soon. It's been kind of hella cold here lately.
Really?
It was 42 the other morning.
It was 100 degrees today.
Yeah, it was still 93 degrees today, but it was 42 this morning.
Oh wow!
So it's been changing.
Starting.
It's starting right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to schedule more time for games and projects and trying to figure it out. It's hard to schedule stuff.
Yeah, you gotta prioritize though. Like getting this house is pretty important for your future.
Yeah.
And it would be so sick if you got that house and made your entire basement into a streaming room. Is that the plan?
Yeah, maybe not the whole basement, but a good chunk of it. Like it would double the size of the space that I have right now.
That's crazy.
And it would be soundproof because it's damn near underground. So
you can scream and be super loud and not even. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
It's going to be good, I think. If we get it, it's going to be expensive, time consuming, but
fingers crossed.
Maybe this week I'll hear something.
Nice.
What about you? You didn't move or buy a house. I see you in the same room.
Nope. Same spot, same place, not going anywhere. Like I said, I've had some family stuff, some not so positive stuff going on, but just trying to stay positive myself, and that's about all the detail I want to get into about that. But just trying to get by. So in the meantime, I have been playing probably a sore subject, but I've been playing a little Concord. Or I guess I should say I had been playing some Concord.
Is that even a game?
Not anymore. I thought it was a decent game. I was playing it. I was one of the 200 people playing it. I was one of them, and then it got down to like around 100 people playing, and I was still one of them. I have like, I don't know, not a ton of hours. I have like 7 hours in the game, which is still a good amount of time.
That's a lot of hours in a game that got canceled.
And that's because it wasn't that bad. I was really looking forward to the new free gunner that was coming out. The agents, the champions, whatever you want to call them, the heroes, new guy, the new person that was coming out to play as. I was also really looking forward to the weekly cinematics that they promised us as the game rolled on,
They were never
and
coming.
we got three of them, two of which were featured in the beta already. So I had already seen those. The third one that came out, I'm pretty sure was brand new, and it was really short. And
Hmm.
so I'm pretty sure we didn't miss out on much in that regard. And then the new free gunner that was going to come out, probably not that great anyway. I wonder what it was that made them just be like, nah, nix the whole thing.
That's kind of
Um,
crazy to me. Like it's when it came out, I watched the gameplay of it, and then I looked at the price of it, and I was like, I don't think so.
yeah,
And I would have played it if it was free
free to play.
or under $10.
Under 10, okay. Hey, either
Yeah,
way, I mean, paying money for that, it makes sense because it's such high fidelity.
yeah,
I think it makes a little sense to charge some money, sure. $40 is steep,
it was high.
but they had a plan to add more content, but it's just the framework that it came out in, the character design, people just hated it. I get it. And $40 is nothing to sneeze at.
No,
And so I now have $40 in my Steam wallet, burning a hole in my Steam wallet because
nice.
they announced that it was canceled. And then, like, 2 hours later, I got the refund. They said, and luckily, I got a couple final matches in that morning
Yeah,
before I got my refund and it's unavailable. And so I got a little last hurrah. I don't know. I miss because there were a couple cool ideas in like the kits for the free gunners
mm-hmm.
that you could play as, and so I'm gonna miss playing as a couple of those guys,
Yeah.
those aliens or things, whatever. I'm gonna miss a couple of them, but overall, it's just gonna be a faded memory. I'm not convinced that it'll ever be back.
You
To
know
be
what it
honest,
was? It was the promised content. People hate promised content.
really.
They just want the content. Just give them that. Just give it to them.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of that middle ground between being as an as service kind of game
Yeah.
and being like you pay the money, you get the thing.
I'm just
Because
saying.
you pay the money, you get the thing, and then all the stuff that you can get in the game, you can just unlock.
Yeah.
And all the skins and stuff that you could just unlock were not that exciting.
Yeah.
Whereas if somebody's paying $20 for a skin, like in some other games, they have a lot more justification to put a lot more into that item.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I'm at, where it's just like this middle ground trying to be the best of both worlds, not where it's at.
I'm just thinking if they would have done like the same sort of launch style, but they would have done an open free beta for about 6 months. I just wonder like if it would have been a totally different like narrative. Like if people wouldn't have hated it as much with the same narrative of like this is the content we're promising at launch. Here's our free beta. Play our game, give us the feedback. Like would it have been the same narrative would they canceled the project, you know what I mean?
I think that's the biggest thing. I think it's Firewalk Studios. I'm pretty sure they knew what they wanted. I
Mm,
think they made what they wanted. And the criticism that they did get upon release, they were pretty uh, opposed to.
hmm.
I think the devs said some pretty nasty things to the people that didn't like the game,
Mm.
and it just wasn't a good look for them.
Well,
And so
make a shitty game gets canceled, no
you,
money.
you make a as service kind of game, a game that seems like an as service game, but then you're not going to listen to the community when they say fix this and that.
Yeah.
Not that they got much of a chance to even do that, but their response to everything, it just didn't seem like they were going to anyway. They were going
Yeah.
to hold to their guns, and that just wasn't good enough for people. So dead
Well,
in the water. Rip
RIP.
Concord.
At least Phil Spencer didn't put this one out.
True. True. This was a PlayStation joint.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, that was a long tangent about Concord, but I'm just a little salty because I wanted it to do well.
Yeah,
But
you were hyping it up.
what? Because it feels good to play. But I could keep going, but I'm not going to. But a game that I will keep going about, will keep on going.
Yeah, I got it.
A game I love a lot more than Concord for sure that I've been playing recently is Black Myth Wukong.
Mm,
That game, I mean, everyone and their mom's playing it. Everyone and their
true.
mom loves it, and I'm just another one of those people.
Yeah, my mom just beat it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
dang,
crazy.
she's a gamer, bro. I'm struggling. That game's hard.
Yeah, dude, that I've watched I've watched a lot of that game, and dude, it's no way. Nope.
That's the thing. There's always a way.
I'm
There's
not.
always a way. Any boss or anything you're stuck on, there's a way to beat the boss. I was recently stuck on a boss, and then I had a half done side quest that I didn't quite finish that I
Mm,
went back and finished. I ended up beating that boss, well, the side quest boss, and then that led to another side quest boss that I beat that I got a special item to so that that item would help me beat the big boss that I was stuck on. I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to spoil anything, but I went back. I think maybe it was like 4 times I tried, and on about the fourth try, I beat the big boss I was stuck on. And it's just like, it just feels so good to beat a boss that just is kicking your ass, and you finally get lucky. You finally have a good run, and you beat it. And it's not like a Souls game where every time you die, you have to scramble back to try to get all your souls or all your currency or anything.
yeah.
You just go back to a checkpoint and you're able to try again. Any items you used, like buffs, those are used up. But if you didn't use any buffs, you can just keep going and trying again.
Yeah.
And so it feels good to be able to just try and try again and finally beat it. Um,
I've seen
Damn, really
at
good
l-
game.
I've seen at least 6 people trying to fight the same boss and then being like, "Oh, I'm going to go do this side quest." Different side quests for the same boss. There's
There's a
so
lot of
many
hidden.
side quests. There's so
There's a
many
lot
things.
of hidden stuff. Yeah,
There's like
that's.
16,000 hours worth of content in this game, I think.
I think there's like 60 something bosses in the game.
And there's
That's like 20
there's 60
bosses
some
3
different
times.
there's 60 some different side quests to get to those 60 bosses to beat them.
Yep. But I mean, a lot of the side quests just culminate in more bosses, so
Yeah.
that's added in too. But like I went on a side quest, beat a boss, and then found a thing, and then that thing allowed me to go through this like waterfall of sand, and I use the thing. Waterfall of sand goes away. I go in, and then there's this big boss, and then I'm like, hey, there was a waterfall in chapter 1. Let me go back to chapter 1. And I think the game knew I had the item. And so as I was approaching the waterfall, this like voice from somewhere started talking to me. It sounded to me like they were just talking shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's that talking shit? And so I go to the waterfall and I use the thing, waterfall goes away. I'm like, I knew it.
Mm.
And I go through and it's an even crazier boss. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I beat him. I beat his ass.
Damn.
And it feels good. It just feels good. It's a good ass game. Black Myth Wukong
Game looks good. Looks good.
really good too.
Looks good,
The
yeah.
cinematics in between each chapter are just like, wow. So
Dude,
so much attention to detail.
There was one last night when you were playing, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but dude, I saw that and I was like, bro, what just happened? The game just took a 360. It was good though.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
And the art style, at least I'm through the first 2 chapters. I'm into chapter 3, so I only saw the cinematics in between chapter 1 and 2 and then 2 and 3. And the big cinematic in between each chapter seems to change art style each time. Cuz like the second one is like claymation looking, and it's so good looking too. It's really well done.
It's cool.
Yeah. So Black Myth Wukong's awesome. If you're not one of the 20, 30 million people that have the game already, consider picking it up if you're down for a challenge, because it's a really fun time.
I'm not. down for
I've
a
also
challenge.
been playing Deadlock, which is a
Mhm.
new Valve game that's not out. It's in like alpha, invite only build, but
Mm,
like everyone has the game if they're interested. They just a guy and you can get it. And
yeah.
so I've been playing that a little bit. It's really hard.
Mm,
I've never really been into MOBAs, and it's definitely more MOBA. Like there's 3 lanes and a jungle, or there's like 4 lanes and then some jungle in between everything. There's like
it
the
seems
lane
Smite
creeps, and then
Smite like.
yeah, Smite or League of Legends or
Yeah.
Dota, but it's a third person shooter,
Yeah.
and it's a really good combination of a bunch of different elements, and I really like it. Deadlock is really cool. I suck. I'm really bad at it. I'm still learning, but overall, I really like it. So
I
it's a
have
good
it,
one.
but I haven't played it yet.
Each match takes a while, just like
Yeah.
any other MOBA. So you got to dedicate a little time to it, but it's fun.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try it out. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll
Give it a
play it
shot.
together. Maybe we could play. I'll suck, you suck. We could suck together.
We can suck together. Yeah. And then I'm working on a new video series. I have the first video almost complete. Um, it's not, I can already tell on areas I need to improve or things that I'll say differently for next video,
Mm-hmm.
but I just wanted to make it, get the proof of concept out, and then build upon that foundation. So I'm almost done with it. I'm excited to get it out, and I just need to think of a good thumbnail, make a couple little tweaks to it, and then get it out. But um,
It's a solid 7 out of 10 as it sits right now. So I
you
think
think
like,
so?
yeah, I think so.
I did. I showed Tooth some clips, the beginning, few things from the middle and the end. It's kind of long. It's a lot longer than I would like it to be, but I still that's one quirk about editing that I really need to get better at is cutting more. Like out of an hour, 2 hour long clip, I need to be able to cut more out and still get a good product out. It's hard. I cut a lot, but
Yeah. Here's the thing
little
about
bits at a
editing
time.
that
That's
I've
not enough.
noticed is that if you give it to me, I can cut 50% out in an hour. Like just straight up, like I can look at it and just cut it all out. And I bet if I sent you my video, you could do the same thing. But it's so hard to cut your own video up. You're like, no, that
Sure.
part's good. That part's good. I like that part. And then like you do that for like every part, and then you look at your timeline, you're like, it's an hour and 15 minutes. What? Like, but I think it's just like I don't know how to get out of that headspace of being able to just like snip, 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 snip.
Chop, chop. Yeah, I think because the game I'm playing is a story game and I want it to still make sense, but I can't show everything.
No.
And so I need to cut it out without it seeming so disjointed.
Yeah.
And what's harder is that it's a really bad game, and then my cuts being disjointed are going to make it seem even worse.
Yeah.
And that's kind of not the point of the whole project. And so it's kind of there, I'm at odds with
Yeah.
what's going on. And so I need to work at it and get better, and that's what this is all about. So
It'll be good.
um
It'll be good.
yeah, but that's all I'm going to say about it until it's out. Next episode, hopefully it'll be out and I can shout it out and direct people to go watch it, but until
Yeah.
then, I'm going to keep working on it.
I think it's going to be a great series, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Well, you know what else is a great series?
Game of Thrones,
Mostly, yeah.
except the
Until the
ending.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was talking about our series, Play or Pass, a
which is a
segment that we like
great
to do.
ending to the podcast
Yes.
episode. Yeah, it is.
You said it, brother.
Yeah.
Because here at Mustache Ride, we love playing video games, and because we love playing video games, we try to explore new video games all the time. And so we have a great wheel of games that we add games to and uh, pick a new game every episode
Mm-hmm.
to discuss, to play and discuss. Play in between episodes and discuss the following episode. And so last episode, we ended up spinning targeted 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And so between episodes, we played it, and now we are here to talk about it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah. So targeted 10 days literally like came out like less than a month ago. August 14th, 2024. It has positive reviews on Steam.
As of now,
As of now, it's mostly positive.
so it has more reviews though.
It
How many
has-
reviews total does it have now?
I don't think that it has very many. Let me check real quick.
I remember last episode, I think it was at 8.
Yes, so it has 14 user reviews.
That's more.
More than 8, and they're positive. Okay, which is a lot more than what Concord can say. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All
yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Lay off.
Glitchy Frame Studio. This is their only game. They have. I looked at their website because I was just like researching it for this. They have this game, and they have an anime that they released.
I actually saw
on their
that.
website. Yeah, and so I watched the anime.
I didn't end up watching it. I said in
You
my
should watch it.
playthrough I was gonna watch it, and I didn't.
Yeah, it was one of like the posters in the game was the anime.
I scanned the QR code, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll watch this at the end of the playthrough," and I
Oh.
never did. I forgot.
I didn't even scan the QR code. I just like went to their website and saw it, but it was okay. It was an okay anime, like not bad.
Okay.
But the whole point of the game was surviving 10 days. It's an anomaly finding game, so like you're searching for stuff that looks weird and you're like, oh, that looks weird, and then you have to go back to the elevator and go away, and that's how you know you survived. You have to stay vigilant because you're the target.
Right.
The target of the Dawn.
Don K.
Don
Yes.
K. Forget about it.
Forget about it. I run this town. You don't mess with the Don.
About it. First off, why are all their names Don? I feel like every mob boss, their name is Don.
That's some Italian thing. I don't
It's
know.
an Italian thing? Okay. I'm not Italian. I don't think.
Me neither. I know. So the way, because okay, on Steam there's the manual for the game. Did you click on that?
No, I didn't.
So I read through it at the beginning of my playthrough,
Okay.
which is fully recorded, and you can watch it on our Patreon, by the way, if you're interested in watching either of our full playthroughs of this game.
Nice.
But I read the manual, and in the about this game kind of thing section, it basically says that you're the lead witness in a case against Don K.
Yeah.
The Don
okay.
who runs the mob of the city.
Yeah.
And because you have so much incriminating evidence against the Don, he has to send his cronies after you to stop you from getting to the courthouse to plead your case. And so every day you wake up on your way to the courthouse, they send a car for you, but sometimes there's signs within the parking lot where the car is of someone being there before you. If there's any sign at all that someone was there before you, you have to go back in the elevator. They send somebody out to find and deactivate the bomb. And then I guess I presume that you're able to get to the courthouse after that.
Yeah.
Or you don't see the signs and then you're able to get in your car and just go to the courthouse. Or there are signs and you don't see them and you get in the car and the bomb explodes. And so there's a few different scenarios, but they all turn out in one of two different ways. You get to the courthouse or you blow up and don't get to and you have to restart the 10 days. So
did you finish the 10 days?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm going to show a clip here, and this is literally how I can sum up like most of my hour and a half gameplay.
Okay. Okay.
Most of it. But I'm not seeing it, so I think we're good. Damn. How? We're not going to live if we can't get past that one. We're not going to do it. We're not going to be able to do it. That's literally, I can sum up literally my entire gameplay for at least an hour and 20 minutes. That's what happened. Anywhere from like T-4 days to T-2 days, that was my ending. And I can honestly say, I still don't know where that dynamite is.
So that's one thing I realized too, and we can skip my clip of this because it's basically the same thing.
It's got to be good though.
Okay, we can watch it, but yeah, it's basically the same thing where oh please, oh the wrong car. Oh please, 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 please.
Nothing. There's nothing. That's literally this. I looked like that.
What am I missing? There's no way. Oh, there's no way to correct my mistakes. Bingo.
Dude.
That's the big kicker.
Yeah.
Is that you have to restart from T-10 days, and they don't give you any hint as to where the bomb was or what you did wrong.
No.
But as I kept playing, I realized, so I think playing the Exit 8, another anomaly finding game, that really screwed up my view of what I should look for. Because I was looking at the license plates of the car, waiting for the numbers to change. I was looking at the posters, the ads, and waiting for like some screwed up picture of something. But the only things that ended up changing were like physical. So none of the numbers on the license plates changed.
Yeah.
But there sometimes was
scratch
like
on the car.
Yeah, or a scratch on one of the pillars.
Yeah.
Or some tire marks on the ground. Or one of the lights wasn't working. Or in my case, one time there was just a guy standing around the corner. And that one freaked me out. Do you know what clip that is? Okay, okay.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the camera. We got the exit. Oh, shit. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We got the.
That's so funny.
That all
I never
happened
got
pretty
that.
quick.
I never got that one.
It never happened to me again.
Yeah.
But did you see the guy?
Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
He was right around the corner. Yeah. So I had a similar thing happen to me where there was that back room. Did you go into the back room? And I walked in the back room and I was like, oh, I wonder what's back here. As soon as I walk in, dude's standing there. I'm like, oh no, holy God, I gotta go. And
I was waiting for that to happen.
It happened to me.
That never happened to me.
Yeah. So I had a guy there and I had a guy come out the doors that were like.
You did too?
Yeah.
The back doors?
The back doors, yeah.
Did he like kick open the doors?
I don't know because I just like, it just like I died.
You died?
I died, yeah.
Did you get a clip of that?
No, I didn't. I got to go back and find it.
So I got a clip of that moment. I was able to get away, but just knowing that I could have died, I guess it makes sense that I could have died, but
yeah.
Watch this clip. This is what you experienced, I assume.
Oh shit. No. Oh fuck, no.
Yeah.
No. Stop. Oh.
Bro's got stormtrooper aim.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I wasn't like I heard that noise, I guess, but then I didn't see what was going on, and then my day just ended. And so I think what happened is I didn't see them come out that door, but then the second time I saw the door like cracked open a little bit, and I saw a guy like peeking out, and I was like, "Not today, sir. Not for me."
Yeah, I think that's a separate occasion.
Okay.
So I don't think that guy. I think that guy is similar to the guy in the back room that you saw.
Yeah.
Where he's just standing there. I don't think they shoot at you. But the only time they shot at me was when that guy kicked open that back door
Okay.
and started shooting. I didn't look back either, as you could see.
Yeah, you
I just got the hell out of there.
Go. There's one that I want to know if you got because it cracked me up.
Okay.
I was not expecting it, but I had a guy in that back room, and so then every time I went back and checked in there first. I was like, just in case, I'm not gonna get stuck. But then this happened. Gangsta. Well, whoa, what the hell was that? Did you see those big old eyes? I'll try to pause on the eye. Whoa.
Yo.
Gangsta. Dude, what is that?
I never saw that, but it was so dark back there that I was waiting for something creepy to happen, and it never happened.
Dude, I was like, did you see those big old eyes? I was like, the big eyes? What the heck? Like, what kind of monster? Big old eyes? What kind of monster was that? I was like, that's crazy to me. Dude, it took me an hour and 15 minutes, and then it took me one round to beat the game after that. So like I played for a solid hour and 15 minutes, and then I just like breezed through. Like the last one, it was just like, yep. There's over 50 clues that you can find in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There were some innocuous ones, like I said, like scratches on a pillar. I saw the scratches, and I was like, that's always been there, right?
Yeah.
That's always been there. And so I tried to leave, and there was a bomb somewhere. But then there's other ones where the bomb's just kind of like laying there on the ground. Did you see any of those?
Did you get the one where you walk out and the whole car's covered in dynamite?
No.
I walked out awesome. And I walked around the corner and the whole car is covered in dynamite. I'm like, who's getting in that car? Nobody's falling.
What
do
I look
one.
Like? Yeah.
I'm not some schmuck.
Well, there was one time where I looked around the entire parking garage. I found nothing. And I was like, I looked around the outside of the car, each car, nothing. So I was like, I'm going. And I go, I click on the door handle. And as I'm clicking, I look through the driver's side window over to the passenger seat. And there's a duffel bag on the passenger seat.
Yep.
And I had already clicked. It was too late. And then the screen came up and there was a bomb. And I was like, nah.
Dude,
I should have looked.
It always, like, something dumb would always happen like that, where I would be like, okay, there's nothing. And then I'd get ready to click. And then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go check something real quick. And it would be something that didn't even happen. I was just like, that didn't happen to me. And then I'd walk over to one of the other cars, and there were like the other like small car, and there was a duffel bag in that seat.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, there's so many like clues in that game.
I'm surprised.
It's crazy. Yeah. I'm honestly like, I was kind of surprised on like how good the graphics were, like how smooth the game was. Like it was pretty smooth.
Yeah. The graphics weren't crazy, but they got the job done for sure.
It wasn't bad.
And they were consistent.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I found out like around halfway through, that I could jump. And then I was like,
oh yeah.
Oh, cool, I can jump. And then I was like, why can I jump? And then I kept looking for dynamite underneath the cars, and there never was. And I was like, why can I crouch? I don't understand. Why is this mechanic here?
I literally thought the same thing. But then I was like, why can't I even sprint? There's no urgency in this game. And then dude busted through the door.
Urgency.
And I was like, glad I can sprint.
Yep.
That's
I was honestly kind of surprised overall. Like the biggest problem that I had was that I feel like in Exit 8, there's like I didn't play it, but I watched you play it. There's like the baseline. You walk around the one time and everything is fine. In this one, there was no baseline. Like you walk out and the first one, there's dynamite. How can you know like what else is wrong? Or like when you do succeed, it's like, well, I didn't I didn't look close enough then to what, like, was it all good? I don't know. Like, and then like with the scratches on the pillar, like I would have never noticed that ever in a
Right.
million years. Or like there's some random ones where like there's rats running around, which I thought that one was like, at first I was like, why is that sign that someone was here? Like it's a dirty parking garage. Then I thought, because I'm the rat, they're sending a signal.
Oh, okay.
They're Don
I was
K
thinking
sending a
there's like
signal.
it's like a rat with a bomb inside, and they just
Oh,
let it loose. But I don't know. That luckily that happened. The rat happened to me a couple times,
yeah.
and that was deep enough into my playthrough where I was like, no, no, no,
Nope, nope.
and I turned around and left, and I was right. And so, and then when you turn around and leave, and the like firefighter looking guy with the big bolt cutters is there, I'm like, what are you gonna do to that rat? What the heck?
I felt like the like, for I don't know why, but that seemed to me like that specific moment where the firefighter's there seems like a Fallout like clip, you know, like when they're running like in some of the cutscenes in Fallout, that weird moment. Like that firefighter guy, I just could never understand why that's the thing every time.
I don't
But
know. He's
but
just there to deactivate the bomb or something. But then they should
yeah.
have someone in like a bomb squad suit or
Yeah.
something. But it is like the 1930s or 40s or something.
Yeah.
And so it kind of makes sense that it would be primitive gear, but I don't know. I played for about an hour, 15 minutes total.
Hmm.
I beat it, and then I came back in. I went to the hard difficulty. Did you try out the hard difficulty?
No, I didn't. I was
Super
so
disappointing.
I was so mad about the mysterious dynamite that I couldn't find.
Yeah. The hard difficulty is just 25 days instead of 10.
Oh. Is that the T minus, what's the T minus 99?
What do you think?
99 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
Now there is a timer. So like maybe you're trying to time yourself on
What does that
getting
timer
it done
do?
as quickly as possible.
That it's
but
just
99 days, bro?
that's so long. Dude,
No, thank you.
if I played and I got down to like T minus 5 days or something and the mystery dynamite got me, I would literally destroy my computer.
I feel like if you're going after that difficulty or if you're trying to speed run, then you know each and every one of the 50 clues that can be
Yeah.
there. Because otherwise, yeah, that would drive me nuts.
I found 23 of the 50.
You counted?
Well, you got an achievement for it.
Oh, okay.
And then I got 3 more after that achievement. And so, but all 50, I don't know how to, like, I think that's really, to me, that's really the only replayability is curiosity of like what the 50 clues are, or you're a speedrunner.
There isn't a lot of replayability, honestly.
It's like
Once
none.
you've beaten it, it's like, okay, I'm done. So you got about an hour, a little over an hour of gameplay here for the money. It's a cool game, and there's another difficulty setting that's slated to come out called Anomaly, which I assume they're going to add new clues that really change things up. Like makes me think of course, the Exit 8, where they're literally called anomalies.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what the different clues are going to be. I hope there's different clues. What I want is a whole new level.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you got out of the parking garage. Now you're on the freeway.
Yeah.
And you're looking for like suspicious cars around you. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking like Don K's in jail now. Like who's next? Like who's the next person that you're, because you're the lead witness, right? Like you're the guy. Like who? There's got to be something else.
Now you're at your house and you're always on the lookout because someone's trying to get revenge.
Yeah.
Like sure.
That could be cool.
That's one thing I did like was that the story setup for it. At least there is one. Like the Exit 8, you're just in this freaky subway tunnel.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get up the stairs and out of there. No story really.
Yeah.
And this one, it actually has a story, and they gave some effort to that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I feel like the paper like feeds you into it like when you start the game, and then if you beat the game, like you get the paper at the end telling you how the trial went and
Yeah.
everything. I thought that was pretty good. Um I did read a like a review that was on the store page, and I thought it like summed up this game like perfectly. It
Okay.
said, I've played with countless horror titles over the years, but trust me, it's been a long time since I've had a tense moment like standing next to my car door wondering whether to open it or keep looking for anomalies that may not exist. That
Straight up.
that was so I was kind of like I was certain on the last one right before I beat it. It was T minus
Hmm.
2 days. I was certain. I was like, I've looked at everything. I jumped in the back of that truck. I was like, I've literally counted the amount, like the pieces of trash that are in that little thing.
Yeah.
And I walk over, open the car door, explode.
There was one earlier on that I was even like, is the car always on already?
Hmm.
Because the car's engine was running.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's always running. I just never clocked it. Nope. Exploded.
Explode.
And in the playthrough, I watched it back, just putting it together to put it on Patreon. I watched it back and I was like, you idiot. You idiot. That was the clue. The car was on. It's never
Yeah.
on. Pay attention.
I want to go back and watch mine to like see like what like see if I can find that hidden dynamite clue, because that's the only one that I feel like I didn't solve. Like I didn't solve that one. Like
Yeah.
it got me every single time. All right. I think this is the important moment, but play or pass.
Well, I hate that this is a factor. But I am going to look at the store page and see what price it is right now, what the cost is.
$5.
It's $5. $5. I've played for a total of, I guess 1.7 hours. Wow. I thought it was less time.
Damn, you gamer.
Oh, yeah. No, 104 minutes. So, like, yeah, almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's worth it to play. I think it takes a certain type of gamer. I think that's the biggest thing, is that you have to be into kind of detective games, into spot the difference kind of puzzles. And if you're into that, if you want to look into the manual and get the story behind it, I would say play. But if that doesn't sound interesting to you, or if $5 doesn't sound like it's worth an hour of your attention, pass.
Mm,
It's definitely the most contentious of all the ones we've done.
yeah.
Personally, for me, I would say play though.
So it's only $5, like you said. And it's not a bad game. I would even say that it's fairly well done for the type of game it is. But I don't think it's for me. And so
Okay.
I think I enjoyed the time that I played it, and it was tense, super tense. Like I've never like been more angry at nothing in my entire
Yeah.
life. But I'm gonna have to give it a pass, because I think, knowing what I know now, I don't think I would spend the $5 to play it.
Huh.
But
Okay.
I think it has some potential for the people that like that type of game. And like you
Yeah.
said, if you like that type of game, I think it's an easy play. Like if you like that
Sure.
thing, $5, like the promise of content, which they might hold up on.
Maybe.
And plus you could scan the QR code and watch the anime if you want.
That's something I think I will do tonight, just to see what's their called. What are they called? Glitchy Studios. Glitchy Frame Studio.
Glitchy Frame Studio. Yeah. The
I'll check it
anime
out.
is like, I don't know, it's kind of nifty to see them like on their website. They break down like how they did all the scenes in it too. So
That's cool.
that was kind of cool. Yeah, it seems like if not a single developer, at least like a real small team of a couple people maybe. But yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me, which feels weird because that's the first pass.
First pass.
But I got it out now, so I'm feeling
got it out. It's done. You feel better?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that I could pass on a bunch of games now.
A little weight off your shoulders, off your chest, huh?
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Good. Okay, well, I think that leads us right into a little section we like to call the Great Wheel of Games. The Great Wheel of Games. So like I said earlier, we spin this Great Wheel of Games to pick our next game to play in between episodes. And then next episode, we will talk and discuss about that game, just like we did for Targeted 10 Days.
Yeah.
But first, as the name implies, it's a Great Wheel of Games.
It is.
Which means we have to add 2 more games to the wheel tonight before we spin it. So Tooth, what do you want to add to the wheel tonight?
So I'm going to add, and I'll run through what we have on there real quick right now. We have the Falconeer, Cocoon, Click Holding, It Steals, Chia, and Homeless. So those are the games that we have right now. And the game that I'm throwing into the pot tonight is Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll read the little thing. Armed with a sword and a tourist guide, explore the beautiful alpine village of Hinterberg and uncover the magic hidden within its dungeons. Master magic, solve puzzles, slay monsters, all this and more await you in Hinterberg. Game style looks sick. It came out July of this year. Published by Curve Games, developed by Microbird Studio. It's awesome. It's on Xbox Series X and S and playable on Game Pass on the PC too.
That's huge.
It's a win-win. It's a free game. You can install it today. And if you don't have any of those things, it's still fairly cheapish. It's $27 right now, which is at least on Xbox. It might be cheaper other places for sure. But the art style looks great. So that's the one I'm throwing.
Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Yeah.
Can't say it's a name that rolls off the tongue.
No, it doesn't. Terrible name.
I've seen some gameplay and I've seen like a couple trailers for it before it came out. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that looks cute. That looks pretty good. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens when we spin the Great Wheel of Games. But nice.
What about
the game
you?
I will be adding is also on Game Pass.
Nice.
It's so easy to pick from Game Pass because we don't have to spend money to play them.
It's so free.
Extra money. We don't have to spend any more money other than what we spend monthly. But
still the best value you can get out there.
Yeah. And this one it doesn't look like a slam dunk.
Okay.
But it looks like, of the type of game that it looks like the closest to what I would be into.
Okay.
It's called Star Trucker.
Star Trucker.
Star Trucker. It's like a take on the truck simulator games, but it's in space. Space trucks. And I'll just read the description. Huge haul cargo, trade, salvage, and keep your spacesuit close as you search for fame and fortune among the stars in a game that puts an interstellar twist on the truck sim genre. And it just sounds awesome.
I saw that one and I was like, I wonder if this is like truck sim. And then I clicked on it. I was like, dang, it's just like truck sim, but in space. That's cool.
That's cool.
I've never played truck sim, but
Neither have I.
It looks cool. So
those games seem boring as hell to me.
So I remember playing this is so off topic, but I remember playing an arcade game one time where it was like a big tractor trailer truck that you're sitting in.
The big wheel?
The big giant
arcade?
wheel, dude.
Yeah.
I want that for this, you know?
You might be able to do that.
I'll have to set that up somehow. If I get that
I want to look up
basement.
what's the biggest wheel I can get for like, racing simulator games.
Yeah.
They make tiny little ones like you're in the car. I want a big old like bus
hula
driver
hoop.
wheel.
I want a hula hoop size. I want to
Yeah.
feel those turns.
Well, this game looks like it'd be worthy of something like that. And it's made by Monster and Monster. It came out on the 3rd of this month, so
Ooh,
very
nice.
recent. And yeah, hopefully we spin it.
All right.
Star Trucker.
Star Trucker, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Homeless, Chia, It Steals, Click Holding, Cocoon, and the Falconeer. And today we'll spin the Great Wheel of Games.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Homeless. Let's go.
Hey, all right.
That's exciting.
Okay. I don't know this game.
Homeless. It's on Steam. I'm going to look it up real quick just to give a quick.
Yeah. Give us a
Description.
reminder. Give us a reminder.
All right. First of all, it's on sale right now, 20% off for $5.59. So that's a great price off rip.
Yeah.
I remember reading one of the reviews saying that it's pretty short.
Okay.
And again, beneath the dazzling lights of New York, a sinister darkness lurks. In the hour when the whole city is sleeping, a strange and terrifying man emerges from the darkness, intent on shattering your mind and spirit. Yo.
Okay.
And I remember this one has that Unreal Engine 5,
Yeah.
lots of reflections and really, wet looking.
It's got the
areas.
weird. It's got the weird guy. It's got the weird
guy.
weird guy
with the Goose Wayne haircut.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna play Homeless.
Nice, dude. Well, heck yeah! I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Or not next week, next episode for our discussion on Homeless in the next Player Pass segment.
Yeah.
But that's about it. That's about it for tonight's episode of Mustache Ride, episode 65 in the books.
Yep.
And I guess the only thing left to do is allow Tooth to give his per episode wisdom to all the people watching at home.
So you shouldn't drink soda because it's bad for you. But you also shouldn't drink pink lemonade Spindrift because it's bad for you too, and it tastes like trash.
Other Spindrift flavors are good though. I know it. I've tried them.
I'm gonna try this one next.
What's that one? Pineco?
Pineapple, yeah.
Oh,
no,
pineapple?
not Pineco. Pineapple.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
and don't get into mukbang. That seems bad for you too.
I have to agree there. As much as I would love to do it myself, I don't need that kind of weight.
Yeah, we can't support that for you at home. So
unless you're like mukbanging salads, bro. Imagine.
Have you not seen the guy who eats like famous on TikTok right now for like he'll get a head of lettuce and he'll just like put different toppings on the lettuce and just eat the whole head of lettuce for lunch. That's like his lunch.
Yo, that's swag.
It doesn't seem swag. It seems kind of, I don't know, Ohio skivvy riz.
I think it's more swag than anything. But I haven't seen the videos. It just sounds pretty.
I'll
pretty
send
swag.
it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But I won't show the people tonight because we're
out of here.
We're out of here, people.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and go join the Discord. And then go watch Tooth's streams because he's going to be doing fun Minecraft stuff soon.
Yeah.
So,
and watch SMC streams because he's going to play more Wukong for sure and probably other stuff too. And they're always awesome.
Nope. Just Wukong for the rest of my life.
Yep. So, okay. Well, that's good too.
Because it's going to kill me because I'm going to get stuck on another boss and I'm going to jump out my 10-story window.
Oh, don't do
that. I'm just on the ground level. That was a lie.
Oh, so that's not going to be that bad.
No.
That's not going to be bad. but it would be bad if we kept playing the episode, so we're not gonna do it. And
Bye-bye.
we'll talk to you guys later.
65 over. See you for 66. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you
Bye.
later.